Everybody, happy Friday. How are we all doing today? I hope everybody is doing all right. Petal, welcome in. Thank you for redeeming first. And the not family friendly affirmation. You woke up with a lamp on your floor and the shade broke into bits. It's only gone downhill from there. Ready for some chill. I feel that big time. Because so yesterday, like afternoon, evening, I was laying down. Yesterday ended up being like a really long day, and I laid down, and Pewin comes in my room, and he was like, "Did you see the transformer spark?" And I was like, "No." So there was like a boom, and a transformer sparked, and excuse me, and like our power flickered, but it came back on, and it was fine. And so it was all fine, and we went about our business. We had power, nothing weird happened. But then at like 2:30 this morning, the power went out. And of course, when the power goes out, like all of a sudden everything goes quiet, right? And it woke me up. And then like the battery backups were beeping, so I had to like go turn the battery backups off. And the cats were all like confuzzled and didn't know what was going on. And so got everything kind of like sorted. Power came back on at like 4, so I was awake from like 2:30 to 4. So like my sleep has been all like weird and screwy, and I just feel really like really kind of worn out. So it's a good day to villager hunt. And Miss Penguin, welcome in. How are you? How is Isaac doing? Has he gotten through the chicken pox, or are we still struggling with that one. Let's do a not family friendly affirmation though. For Petal. All right. I am a total badass. Which on days like this is a helpful thing to remember. I am a total badass. And you are a total badass as well. So thank you for the not family friendly affirmation. I think we definitely all needed it today. Because, it is. But it's Friday. It's Friday. Pewin's spring break has started, so I was able to sleep in a little bit, and that which was good considering I was awake at stupid times, and he's off next week, and he doesn't have a bunch of crazy things to do, so it should be a pretty chill low-key week. Your niece has an interview where you work next week, and you're so excited and hopeful she gets the job. Oh, that would be nice. Does where you work have any sort of, like, relative, like, any benefit? Because I think, like, if you work for the state and you have, like, a family member that works for the state, it kind of gives you, like, a little bit of a leg up in the interview process. But that would be exciting. I hope her interview goes well, and I hope that she's able to get a job. You do have a referral program. Excellent. Well, hopefully that can work in her favor. That'll be good. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, so yesterday I went and got my hair cut, and then I ended up meeting up with my cousin because my cousin has taken over guardianship of my brother, and he has his, like, one account that he gets paid from his job because he does work part-time, and then he has another thing that he gets paid from, like, Social Security. And with Social Security, you have to be designated the payee to have, like, control of that money, and it's like a whole process to get that. So while she took over the other part of his finances at, like, the beginning of March, it wasn't until... Is that a child or a cat in the trash? Oh, it was... Okay, it was Pewin. You wouldn't hesitate to recommend her either. She's a motivated person. Awesome. Well, that's good too, because you wouldn't want to recommend a family member who is, like, not great, right? Because that looks badly on you. So yeah, so yesterday my cousin and I met at the bank so that we could get the Social Security payee account transferred over to her, because it took that long. It took over a month. No, it took almost 2 months, because it was the beginning of February that we had that hearing. It took Social Security almost 2 months to, like, get everything set up for her to be the payee. So we met and we did that. So hopefully that means that now, like, I'm fully done with everything. Her sister is the exact opposite. Okay. Well, good. You recommend the good, motivated one. The sister's on her own. But... So we got that taken care of, but it was just, like, one extra thing that got added onto my plate, and I was very, very worn out at the end of all of it. I was like, oh. So I crashed a little bit after I got Pewin. And then he was at a friend's house last night, and so I just kind of had a calm, chill evening. Awen is doing well. She was showing me all the fancy things she can do with her hip, so she's feeling good. No PT or anything for her today, so she gets to chill, rest. She's still doing her exercises and everything, of course, because she's got to keep moving it, but everything is looking good. I know, I'm so happy with how well everything has gone for her and her surgery, because it was, you know, whenever you go into something like that, it's like a big unknown, right? And it's your kid, and you don't want your kid to suffer and be in more pain than, you know, necessary. What are you doing? think P1 is like in the bathroom. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know. Children. So P1 is officially on spring break, so he's here. He was at a friend's last night, but I picked him up this morning. So he is back home and probably doing mischievous stuff. Not really. He's a good kid. He's not a problem. Well, much of a problem. He's a little bit of a problem, but not too bad of a problem. But yeah, so today, I feel like today is a really good day to be villager hunting because my brain is just kind of mush. So B asked to leave, and she was the last one that we were gonna have leave the island. But unfortunately, there are no blue big sister villagers. So we are searching for Agnes, who is a black pig. If you are interested in and would like to join in on bingo, we are going to do some villager hunt bingo. We'll see how many tickets it takes us. Who knows? It could take a long time. But if you would like to join in on the bingo, you can make a bingo card there. And we will, I mean, I guess we might as well fire this up and get it started, and we can chit chat while we villager hunt, because villager hunting is pretty low key, low energy. That is Agnes. We are going to do bingo. There's my bingo card. So not a terrible bingo card, I don't think. Got a few pigs on there. I have like 4 pigs on there. Oh my goodness. Some cats. Dobie, who is the one wolf I have not seen at all. So yeah, so there is my bingo card. This will be our last Dreamie hunt for Cobalt Cove, y'all. I can't believe it. I have done a few little things here and there, to, like, for decorating with the island. I do kind of want to check and see what our star rating is, because I'm curious where we are with that. We do need to put stuff away and get out our tickets. But before we do that, I'll show you what I added. Also, I checked my hotel. Agnes was not at my hotel. I kind of had like a panic attack, afraid that she was gonna be in my hotel, and then I didn't know what we were gonna do. But she's not in my hotel. Okay, so I kind of set up a little like ice cream stand area over here with some tables and chairs and a few little treats. So we've got that set up. I've got a few sandcastles to kind of put around in some places. And I also added a few things to Bam's like beach area. So I'll show you that. I'm working on breeding the flowers. The rainbow flower garden is coming along. So we're getting there. This is, since the only green flowers are green mums, there's just going to be one strip of green mums, and then there's like 2 of the other colors. I don't have green mums yet, but we're trying. We're trying to breed some. We just don't have them yet. So over here by Bam, I added like a few like little things for like fishing, and then a sandcastle. So we've got another sandcastle there. And then I don't remember if I showed you, I did add a couple of little touches up here as well, but this will be where Agnes is gonna live. This is where we're waiting for Agnes. So I added a few things. Also, I've got Lily of the Valleys growing on my island. I didn't even know those were a thing. But I've got a few of them. I've got one there. I don't know how I got them, but I've got like 3 of them. I've got another one over here. Like, I don't know where they came. You get them with 5. Does that mean we have a 5-star island? You had something you bought that you thought would fit our vibe, but your characters aren't friends. You don't remember what it was. Oh, yeah, because we haven't visited each other, have we? I didn't eat your funnel cake. Oh, just kidding. Oh, I'm learning the intense reaction. I was gonna say, I didn't eat your funnel cake. Okay, then we do need to go talk to Isabel then and see if we do in fact have a 5-star island. I'm excited about that if we did. So also, I've added a little bit more over here to Azalea's house where she's gonna have her flower stands. I do want to add some more things still. So we're really just kind of, I feel like, in the finishing touches stage of the island. And then I kind of want to finish the DLC as well. So let's go talk to Isabel and let's see where we're at from a star perspective. I've been really wanting to go ask her, but I felt like I needed to wait for you all to do it. So let's do it. Let's see what we've got. Okay, let's talk island evals. I am curious about the Kieran. We have a 5-star rating. Oh my gosh. Oh! Cobalt Cove has a 5-star rating. This is amazing. We did it. We are at 5 stars. I don't think I've ever had a 5-star island before. This is really exciting. Our island has become so popular that people dream about living here. Allow me to read an excerpt from the feedback that I gathered. I've got real strong feelings for that island. It's such a catch. As soon as I made landfall, I knew I was hooked. Even the scale of the place schools the rest. Plus, everyone there is like my chum. Yeah, it's fantastic. Nyuk. I think that's from CJ. Well, there you have it. Yes, we finally did it. Oh! Cobalt Cove, once a deserted island, untouched by civilization, earned the best possible ranking. Thank you for all your hard work, Catherine. You were key to this island's success. Oh, to commemorate this very special achievement, I'm presenting the residents with a recipe for a golden watering can. This is my first golden. If you pull out your phone, I can send you the data right now. This is my first golden tool ever. Oh my goodness. Okay, you should have it now. I can't wait to see that golden watering can and all the flowers it will water. No, I'm good for now. I'm super excited. Oh, we did it! 5-star island, golden watering can. I feel like we've got to craft it. Not that we're gonna really be watering right now, but we have to craft it. This is so exciting. And I do have gold nuggets. I don't have a lot of gold nuggets, but it's worth it to make a golden watering can. Okay, then we gotta see it in action though. We're gonna have to go water some flowers. To grow gold what do I water to get gold roses? Anything? Do I have to order? Oh! Look at! We're so fancy! Black roses. Okay. I have some in my storage. I'll need to plant some. I can, you know what, I can pull up these pink tulips. I just wanted to get like all of the flowers, basically. So what if we... Hi Cece, welcome in. How are you? We are going to be villager hunting today. But very exciting. We have just learned that we've got a 5-star island. So I'm very excited about that. Actually, never mind for a second. Let's get, we're gonna dig up these hot pink tulips and put them away. And we're gonna turn this into black roses. So, okay. I was like, okay, I'm sorry, Cece. Thank you for the lurk. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited about the 5 stars. Like, that's really exciting. So let's do our... Let's put our stuff away. I'll go sell those things because we don't want them. And I'll just drop the fossils on the ground. We'll put this stuff away. Okay. Put away. And then we do need to get out Nook Miles tickets too. So while we're in here, we might as well get out Nook Miles tickets. Okay. I do have black roses. Yeah, see? We'll get out 5. Okay, and then we'll also get out our Nook Miles tickets. I'll get out 100. I don't think we'll make it to 100 islands today. I don't think I have the energy for that, but we'll get out 100. Because it's a good round number. I mean, it would be amazing if we didn't even need that many. Oh, let me turn off the lo-fi. I want the Animal Crossing vibe music, I think. Well, so it'll automatically track them on the website. So yeah, because I've got the website set up. I'm not gonna do, I don't think I'm gonna do like a counter on the screen since it shows with the widget for the tracker. Are you gonna be able to track villagers or are you too busy? No worries, either way is fine. I can do it if you're busy. All right, here we go. We are officially watering black roses with a golden watering can. Oh my gosh, it watered everybody at once. Oh, this is amazing. This thing is amazing. I love it. Oh, I meant to pick it up. I meant to pick it up. Okay, let's pick you up. You know what, we're just gonna drop this stuff. You're in a fuck off mood, so you'll try. Hopefully you won't. No worries. I'll also be keeping I'll like watch, and if like something comes up, that's fine. Like don't feel any like pressure or obligation to do it. So no worries there. Here, we'll leave our storage shed behind. Actually, no, we'll go put the storage shed by the airport so that if we need to like deposit stuff in it, we can do that. And then I do want to leave our ladder behind as well. I need my miles to all be in the appropriate row. I don't know today if I don't know that I'm gonna go out of my way today looking for DIYs. Because I think I have a good number of the DIYs that I want for this island. If we see one, oh, it might not work on mobile. I don't know if it works on mobile or not. I've never tried to use it on mobile. Let me see. I'm gonna try and pull it up on mine. Sorry, I'm just searching for Oh, weird. It isn't showing up for me on mobile either. Let me... Is anyone else having issues with it showing up? Because it doesn't even show up if you search creators, which is kind of weird. But like, I can see my active hunt page. Like, I can see that the hunt is active here. I don't know. Is anybody else? Let me know if anybody else is having issues finding it. But it seems to be, if you go directly to the link, it seems to be there. And I don't know, and I've never tried to use the villager hunt from mobile, so I don't know if mobile makes it weird or not. It works on mobile for you. You think you clicked on the link, then had... Oh, maybe you have to sign into Twitch then. Okay, let's... Shall we start? Let me just make sure it's gonna... Okay, I think it's gonna let me add. Sorry, I just realized I had that open. Yeah, thank you. I was like, I still have that on my screen. That's not what I want. Thank you, Petal. Obviously, the brain is not braining. Oh wait, what did I got Nuke Miles. Oh, is this because I got... Oh, it's because I got a golden watering can. Yay. All right, here we go. We're gonna start our hunt. You got it on your tablet. Okay, good. I am glad that it's working for you. All right, first island, first villager. Are we gonna have a, are we gonna set the tone well for this villager hunt? I feel like it's gotta go well because we got a 5-star island and we have a golden watering can. So I feel like that's a good omen for a really solid villager hunt. And right off the bat, we have... I don't remember the name of this one. Who are you? Who are you? Biddy. We have found Biddy. Alright, that's not one we wanted. I don't think that is on my bingo card either. Okay, so, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, not a terrible first villager, but not the best one either. I really do love this game. I think I've decided too that I do really like the early phases of the island when you're very much on the struggle bus trying to get everything set up and your island is like a mess, and there's something very calming and nostalgic for me with those early days of an island. That being said, I also really love the progress that we've made on Cobalt Cove. And I really like this island a lot. And I'm kind of proud of myself because it really is the first island that I've really spent a lot of time like decorating and working on. That is Judy. So not a terrible one, but not a great one. Well, not I don't know if she's great. She's not the one we want. We want Agnes. But yeah, this is definitely the most work I've ever done on an Animal Crossing island. I usually get bored, but for whatever reason, the decorating, the working on the island, the planning it's all really like speaking to me right now. And I don't know if that's gonna be a short-lived temporary thing or if I finally just kind of like hit my stride with Animal Crossing. And I've got my so my island that was on my Switch Lite. So P-Win had a Switch that he wasn't using. So I ended up transferring the island from my Switch Lite onto the tablet that P-Win has. Or not the tablet, the Switch that P-Win had. And it's just like, I don't know, I'm having a hard time because it's like it's not sparking joy, like but I don't know that I want to get rid of it. That's Hippo, isn't it? Hippo. This is like the worst village. Yeah, it is. This is the worst villager, Animal Crossing villager ever to exist. And he's not even an eagle or butt cheeks or a kangaroo. He's just the absolute worst. I do still have my spreadsheet going with the villagers that we have not seen on any hunts because we haven't autofilled. So I am still working on like seeing if I can figure out who is in my void. That's still happening. I think I've narrowed it down now to less than 90. Just based on, well, one, because I did do a villager hunt off stream for Azalea when Awen was recovering from her surgery. And so I added some more to that, but then also from just like monitoring who's in my hotel and keeping track of that, I've also been able to narrow it down even more. So the void, the who is in my void is getting smaller. That is Tucker? Yeah, Tucker. I'm only like running along the beach on the side that the villager is. I'm not like actively looking for DIYs right now. But Agnes. That is our only non-blue villager. You know, they're really, I feel like Animal Crossing needs to maybe change up some like of the normal personality types into Big Sister personality types, because there are not very many Big Sister villagers. Like if you look at the list of the villagers that have the Big Sister personality, there's not a lot of them. I think there's the fewest number of those. And there's like a ton of normals. So I feel like some normals could become some big sisters. Oh, you're a burb. Are you? I don't know who you are. I don't know the burbs very well. This is Jacques. Wait, does he have like a little goatee? I think he has like a goatee on his chin. I don't like that. Oh, okay, there is a DIY right here. Since we saw it, we will pick it up. And it is one I know we already have. So many duplicate DIYs. That's honestly, that's kind of one of the reasons why I don't think I want to go like out of my way trying to find DIYs, because we got so many duplicates the last time that I'm like, yeah, maybe not. Oh, I'm getting a little too clicky. Let's go. Time for takeoff. Bum bum bum. Ba-da-da-dum. It's a bamboo island. I have been chopping my bamboo trees to get the fresh spring bamboo, but I don't really have very many recipes that use it right now. This is Penelope. That was Penelope. I don't know if I had her. I don't know who is on my bingo card yet. So I need to like keep checking because I don't know who all is on there. No, I don't want visitors. I want to fly. I'm hoping that this, you know, isn't necessarily a super, super long hunt. But you just never know. I don't think we've had one go over 200 yet. We've come really close. But I don't think we've gone over 200. Oh. That, I think this is Rocco. Yeah, this is Rocco. What's up with all of the hippos? This is the third hippo we've seen. We've been to 7 islands, and 3 of them have been hippos. Hello, Tomato. Welcome in. How are you? I hope you're doing well. We are villager hunting for what should be our last villager on this island. This is our last Dreamie that we're looking for, and our only non-blue villager, because blue has kind of been the theme of our island. Okay, well, blue is loosely the theme of our island. There's plenty that's not blue. I'm doing okay. Didn't have a great night's sleep, so we're having a chill, calm, cozy villager hunt, which is like really a good thing to do when you're having a slow day. We are also doing bingo. So if you would like to make a bingo card, you can follow the pinned link and join in on some bingo if you so desire. This is money. We're not doing the money. I actually sold a bunch of turnips. I've got like over 5 million bells in the bank now. Oh, it's Mac. Hi, Mac. All right, you're not Agnes. Honestly, if B hadn't been just a normal villager, if she had been a big sister villager, I probably would have just left her and called the island complete with Dreamies. But she was a normal, and we do still need a big sister. Oh, you know what? We actually hadn't seen Mac on any of our hunts previously. That was the first time we've seen him. He was, so on the Animal Crossing Switch, I decided I wanted to start Animal Crossing Let's Play on my YouTube. So I started that this week. I recorded the first episode. And I'm gonna do like a dark, like light academia theme of it. So like half of the island is dark academia, half of it is light academia. And so I was like, all right, I want apples and I want a blue airport, or blue or green airport as like my fruit and my airport color, because I felt like those fit the theme the best. Oh, this is a gross one. It's a pig. Wrong pig. This is Chops. No, the void villagers only change if you autofill. So they sit there until you autofill. So they're like forever in your void unless you autofill. If they autofill, then you'll get one new one. 3 will stay the same, but then you'll get one new one. I don't think he was one of the pigs on my bingo card. I got a lot of pigs on my bingo card. He's not one of them. Which isn't great, because... Oh, we hadn't seen him either on any hunts. Yeah, which isn't great, because if we see a pig, that could have been Agnes. But anyway, so started an island for YouTube. Gonna be dark like academia. I was like, all right, I want apples, or and then a blue or a green airport was what I wanted. I didn't want orange or yellow airport. So start my first island, like my first island attempt, and it was kind of like mirror imaged of this one. So like on this island, you know how the dock is on the right hand side. On the island that I chose for that one, it's on the left hand side, because I just like wanted it to be a little bit different. First island, apples and a blue airport, and guess who my villagers were? Faith and Mac. I was like, oh my gosh, I have won the new island lottery. So not only did I get the fruit and airport I wanted, I also got good villagers to start with. Alright, this is Lobo, one of our wolf boys. Not looking for wolves today. Sorry, Lobo. So yeah, so I felt like I got super lucky with that one. Mac isn't my favorite dog, but it could have been way worse for a jock. Like, way worse. And Faith is really cute. So I'm very much not mad about that. And so that's why I was like playing, you know, getting started with that. And that was where it kind of reminded me of like how much I do kind of love the beginning grind of starting a new island. There's just something like really exciting about a new island, and there's something really exciting but also very overwhelming. Because you've got like the blank slate of what are you gonna do with the island, but with the blank slate, it could be overwhelming because you're like, what am I gonna do with this island? But I'm excited. So in the game, there is a queue or a void of 4 villagers that are set up to autofill on your island. So if you autofilled, it pulls from that list of 4. They're called like the void villagers because you will never encounter them on an island on a villager hunt. Like you'll never find them on a mystery island. This is Blair. So that's why we call them, they're in the void. And villagers that can go into the void too are also ones from like your friends' islands that they've booted off. But that is where your autofill draws from, is those 4 villagers. Now, we have not autofilled since we've begun hunting. The only autofill that we did was when I got Jeremiah. So that's the only autofill we've had. And then we were hunting after Jeremiah. So I went back through, because I'm a nerd. I like data. Give me all the data. So I went back through all of our hunts and made a little like checklist of the villagers that we have not seen, or of all the villagers, and then I'm checking off the ones that we see on the hunt to see if I can narrow down who might be in my void. Now, we do know that Agnes is not in there because I've encountered her on hunts before for other Dreamies, and she's also come to my hotel. So hotel guests, they are not in your void. Same with your campsite visitors. They are not in the void. So basically, the 4 villagers in the void you will never see unless you autofill. This is what a lot of people doing Animal Crossing stuff have kind of come up with. Alright, that's Diana. She's a very pretty deer. I'm not going to talk to her. We know who it is. We're just going to keep going. So, does that make sense? Did I explain that adequately? And I just like data, and I like collecting data. So, when you autofill, so for example, let's say in my autofill queue were Chops, Lobo, Blair, and Diana. Obviously they're not because we just saw them. But let's say that that's what that is. The first time you autofill, it would be Chops. So Chops would be what it is. So Lobo, Blair, and Diana stay in the void. But then another villager gets pulled into the void. And it pulls, I think it pulls from first villagers that you're, like, your friends, like other islands that you visited that they've, like, kicked off and that have moved off their island. I think it pulls from that first. I'm not 100% sure on that. So after you've autofilled 4 times, you're gonna have 4 brand new villagers in the void. So it just kind of keeps refreshing itself. So it's like a queue, right? So the first person gets out, another person steps in. So there's always 4. You can never empty it because somebody new takes its place. This is, I don't know, what monkey are you? Tammy. So like, and when the people who have like the really long villager hunts, they start to get worried that maybe the villager that they're looking for might be in their void. So for example, Rochella, whose husband made this website that we're using, she was hunting for Lily for like, I think she was up to like over 1,100 tickets hunting for Lily. And she had narrowed it down, so she kind of knew, she had like a list of 6 potential villagers that were in her void, and Lily was one of them. And sure enough, she had to autofill twice, but on the second autofill, she got Lily. So she had spent all of that time hunting for Lily, only to discover that Lily was actually in her queue the whole time. Now, like I said, we know that Agnes is not in my void because we've seen her on previous hunts. Like, we saw her when we were hunting for Wolfgang, and then she's also been in my hotel as well. So I know she's not in my void. I know we'll find her. It's just going to be a matter of how long does it actually take us to find her. That becomes the real question. It's Lobo again. No. We just saw you. You were literally an example for my void because you were not that long ago. Rude. That's our first duplicate for the hunt. So yeah, so when we were hunting for Wolfgang and through like the whole like process of all of that, the only wolf now that I have not seen on a hunt is Dobie. We still haven't seen Dobie. But we found Wolfgang. I love Wolfgang too, by the way. Like, I love that wolf. I am so glad I have the wolf. He is great. This is Chatter. And he's on my bingo card. I got my first bingo. Well, not actual bingo, but my first character of bingo. So yay! And he is a new one too that we haven't seen. So we can check him off. We're not taking him, but exciting things on the bingo card, and we haven't seen him on a hunt. So yay for that. Yay for improving our data. I know, I'm a nerd. I know. But I do like my data. Thank you, Puddle. Alright, we do have an ad break that we'll be playing shortly, so we will pause the hunt while the ads play and have a little self-care break for everybody. So you won't miss any of the hunt. Speckle! Welcome in, how are you? That is, I think this is Big Top. How are you, my friend? I hope you're doing well. You have a half day today, don't you? Alright, this is Big Top. Are you back home, or are you just wrapping up for the day? I don't know what time you get out for the half day. Oh, you had the day off today! Nice. Very nice. Yeah, spring break started for our district, so you also has a day off. So I got to sleep in a little bit, which is good. Hi Jinx, welcome in. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Schools had a half day, but GSRP had the day off. Oh, and the staff had a personal development. Okay. I don't know. I thought you had to go in for half of the day today. But yay for that. Yeah, our school will do a PD day like the Monday after spring break. So the kids get like an extra day off. And then the staff go in. But then they're doing the SAT and PSAT stuff on like the Wednesday. No, yesterday ended up being a half day because the student didn't show up, but you use that time to meet up with the DHH teacher to talk about the curriculum and upcoming strategies for behavior. Okay, that's good. Oh, Crohn's got a bit angry yesterday. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I feel that struggle for you. I am sorry. I did not sleep very well last night. This is Robin. So I'm feeling pretty low energy, which is, you know, actually a really good day to do a villager hunt because low energy days lend themselves well to villager hunting. You're still sick and coughing is getting no better. You're real tired and not... No, for sure. Have you... I know things are a little, like, tricky, but have you been able to maybe make it to a doctor to maybe see about getting, like, some steroids to help with the coughing? And Dragons, welcome in! How are you? It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Oh! I didn't realize they had cut that off. That's really annoying. Because I suspect a little trip to the doctor would be helpful. That's so stupid. I hate it. I hate it here. We're looking for Agnes. We don't have a big sister villager on the island, so she is our big sister villager we're looking to get, and none of them are blue. So we've gone for black. Glad you're finally getting some rain, but annoyed that you're down to... Oh. Is, like, are people sick, or did they just, like, not? It's... pea hands. It's Sherry. Ooh, thank you for the 3 stream streak. I appreciate it. Streaking in chat. Thank you for being here for the last 3 streams. I do really appreciate it. Chatting, lurking, doesn't matter. Also, the twerking Tom Nook is hysterical. That's amazing. You're currently making coffee, and then you'll be at bingo to join in shortly. All right. Wonderful. It's a really good one. Your boss is on vacation. You trade every other Friday off with someone else, and a coworker is sick, but didn't tell anyone besides your boss. That is frustrating. And then your boss isn't on vacation, or is on vacation, so like they can't tell you. Also, I cannot see the countdown for the ad. Where are we? Because we were supposed to be going into an ad break. Ads are gonna start in like 11 seconds. Okay. We're gonna take a quick self-care break here while those ads run. So no one's gonna miss out on any villager hunting. I'm gonna take a self-care break as well. Make sure you are taking care of yourselves, and we will be back in a few minutes when those ads are over. Alright, I am back. Thank you for sticking around during that ad break. I really appreciate it. And Miss Penguin, thank you so much for that Prime sub for 15 months. Thank you so much for subscribing, for using your Prime on me. There are so many amazing streamers on Twitch, and you chose to give your Prime to me, and I really appreciate it. So thank you so much. And for 15 months. That's crazy. Time flies, doesn't it? But thank you so much for that support, for being here, for subscribing. It is never ever expected, but it is always appreciated. So thank you so, so very much. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Alright, let's see who we've got here. This is ticket number 19. It is... can't remember this one's name. Frobert. This one is Frobert. He is a spotted little frog guy. He is cute. Honestly, most of the frogs are pretty cute. We have Jeremiah, though. And also, Frobert's not blue. And I say that, Agnes is not blue. But there are no blue big sister villagers. So we had to come up with an alternate plan. And black and white are like neutral colors, so we went neutral. I spent a lot of time staring at the list of big sister villagers trying to figure out who should be our big sister villager. And if B had been a big sister villager, I would have let B stay. Yeah, we can give her a blue outfit to wear. She has kind of that pink dress on. We could get a blue dress for her. And she could wear the blue dress. So, that is true. But going with like a neutral seemed like the best call when there wasn't a blue. It was either that or picking a purple one, but I didn't really like the purple ones. This is Claudia? Claudia. Claudia. I'm not really looking for, I'm not going out of my way to look for the DIYs, because I've got so many now that I'm just getting a lot of duplicates. So we're just kind of like checking out the villager and then moving on. Because I'd like to, you know, maybe not have the villager hunt go for like a million streams. If we could find Agnes today, I would not be upset about it. Also, I don't want to be stuck on March 26th forever too, because cherry blossom time is going to be coming really soon. It's like, well, that's April 1st. So we're so close to cherry blossom season in Animal Crossing that I don't want to be, you know, stuck without it. It was like when we did, was it Wolfgang that we were hunting for, like right before all the snow melted? And I was like, I do not want to be stuck. Is this Kabuki? This is Kabuki. Alright, we just found Kabuki. Yeah, we were stuck for several. When we did manage to find him before the season changed. But that was the first one. That's the first time we've seen Kabuki on a hunt, too. And I have several cats on my bingo card. Kabuki was not one of the cats on my bingo card. And then I hunted for Azalea off stream because Awen had had her surgery. The hunt, I did log the hunt on the website because, again, data, I like having all that. I'm just a nerd like that. So you can go and look at my hunt history and see the azalea hunt. But that wasn't like right at the edge of a season transitioning. Apparently this is just like gonna be the theme for our island is we villager hunt right about when the seasons are gonna change. I can't believe it's almost gonna be April though. That's Miranda. We've seen her 1,000 times. Not on this hunt, but just in general. We've seen Miranda a lot. Moving on. Oh, not Miranda. No, Marina. Marina. I'll fix it. Marina, I misspoke. That was totally my fault. Because I misspoke. Marina. I'm so glad it shows the picture of the villager. And of course there is a marina and no, I don't want to visit someone. Darn it. No! No. Well, I made it 22 tickets before misclicking. So, you know, that's pretty good. You know, we're over an hour into stream and just now misclicked. In the grand scheme of things, pretty good. That's a lion. I don't know what lion that is. That Rory? No, it's Bud. Alright, this is Bud. Bud. Don't have him. Not a big fan of the lions. The only one that's kind of okay, I think, is it Leopold, the one that has like the glasses and the little like sweater vest? He's kind of okay. Like, he's acceptable. Oh, that message reminds me. If you haven't already, I do have a little Google form that's just like a few. Oh my god, it's Lobo again. That's the third time we've seen Lobo. Goodness. But I do have a little Google form. Yeah, if you want to take over entries. I know Petal's been kind of trying to do them, but she's working. So between the two of you, I suspect we should be able to have it covered. Yes, please. Okay, wonderful. Thank you. I appreciate you both so much. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, so I do have a little Google form there. There's a link in that message that just got posted in chat. Just kind of getting some inquiries about some milestone incentives for our St. Jude fundraiser coming up in May. So if you haven't done it yet, if you wouldn't mind just taking a couple of minutes and filling that out, I really appreciate it. And to those of you who've already done it, thank you. I really appreciate it. It just helps me kind of know what some good incentives to make. You're doing nothing but drinking coffee and hot hacking up your lungs on the regular. Ugh. I am so sorry. I wish... This is... Mallory? Mallory. I wish I had something to help you with that. That's the worst, that kind of coughing. And especially with the whole situation and not being able to go to the doctor. See, this is why healthcare is so stupid in this country. Like, you should be able to go to the doctor when you're sick and not have to worry about if you can afford it. Like, it's stupid. It's so stupid. And this would be when you go get a prescription for the steroid inhaler. It's not a cheap, and you only get it every few years. Is it just a albuterol inhaler, or is it something different, Speckle? Wish it was like Scotland. No, right? No, yeah, same. The fact that that's not how it exists in this country is so stupid. It's so freaking stupid. And the thing is if you have Medicare, not Medicaid, if you have Medicare, that is how it works. But you can only have Medicare if you're disabled or retired. Because of the reactive areas, it's steroids, not albuterol. Okay. It was never... Okay. Alright. This is another freaking hippo. This one is Henry, I think? Harry. Harry. This is Harry. And inhalers are stupid expensive, too. It is so stupid how expensive inhalers are. Like, even the albuterol ones are really, really expensive. Most retired people with Medicare also have to pay a supplement because it doesn't pay. Yeah. And I still have to pay a premium for my Medicare, even though, like, I'm disabled. I still pay a premium for it. So it's not completely free. I don't have copays, which is really nice, but I do pay a monthly premium. And I have, mine is a group Medicare through my employer as well. It's not just like straight Medicare, it's a group employer. So I think it has the supplement as part of it. Yeah, exactly. They pay into their whole working lives and still have to pay a premium. Yep. Yep. It's so stupid. And it's so confusing and convoluted, too. This is... Who are you? Sly. Once Hubs gets a job offer, you're going off contracted onto staff so you can have benefits, but you can't afford the pay cut. Got it. Any like offers maybe on the horizon? It's such a lose-lose situation, right? You make too much money so to get the health insurance you want, but then to get health insurance, you don't make enough money to live. It's just it's so stupid. It's the most convoluted, ridiculous thing. No clue. The recruiters are putting him for jobs daily, and he's having interviews on the regular. Okay. Well, I mean, we've been hoping, putting out all the good vibes for him for a while. It is a tough time for job hunting. It's a tough time for everything. Your niece has been hunting for months too? Yeah. It's a tough time yeah, it's just a tough time for everything. That is lucky. And I'm afraid it's not gonna get any better for a while yet. Unfortunately. I know Pewin wants to get a job. And his issue is that most places want him to be 16 and he's not 16 yet. But obviously that's a totally different scenario because it's not like a job to like live and survive on, right? Because of the house crap, he couldn't do as many interviews as he would have been able to start right away to the house. Diligently working on it. Yeah. Wait, what am I doing? I'm running around. This is Goose. Unless the job that he got him could provide health insurance. I don't know, maybe that is the trade-off. I know like insurance through the school is like really good, but like I don't know. It's a hard one to navigate, right? Yeah, United Healthcare is not great. That's the Medicare that I have. So, now I will say I haven't had any problems with it. But I have had United Healthcare as like just the regular United Healthcare and definitely did have problems with it a long time ago. But I think more places take it here now than it did before. Oh, marketplaces. What they did to the marketplace insurance too is stupid. Nobody can afford that anymore. We can sorry, I won't get political, but yeah, the things that it's okay to spend money on, but not extending the subsidies to make people be able to afford healthcare is ridiculous. That is... We got another alligator. Is this Roswell? Roswell. I feel like that might be one we haven't seen on a hunt, too. I'll look when we're in the air. I also haven't looked at my bingo card in a minute. Yeah, Roswell was one we hadn't seen. And still just have the one on my bingo card. You got a friend whose premiums for health insurance... No, that's exactly it. It's insane. Yeah, he does have some neat markings. He's not my favorite, but the markings are cool. I mean, most of the alligators in general aren't really my favorite, so it's nothing specifically against Roswell. And that was ticket number 30. This one is, I believe, Bengal? Bengal. Bengal. Yeah, so I have Medicare because I'm disabled, but my kids have health insurance through my employer that I had when I was disabled, became disabled. So they have their health insurance through them. So I have to pay. So not only do I have to pay the Medicare premiums, I also have to pay the premiums for their health insurance as well. So I have to pay premiums for two different health insurance. And they have copays and a deductible and all of that stuff. So I'm just waiting to get the bill for Awen's surgery. Because that will not be small. And she's gotta, she has to go to physical therapy to recover, and it is $25 every single time she goes to physical therapy. This is Violet. So I'm kind of glad that she's only going twice a week. Because now it's only $50 a week for her physical therapy as opposed to $75 a week for physical therapy. And then that doesn't include, copays just when she like goes to the doctor visits and follow-up visits either. So oh, it is disgusting. No, you're 100% right. It is absolutely disgusting. And not only do we have to pay an extreme amount of money to get healthcare, the insurance companies also dictate what kind of healthcare we can get. Like, they can be like, no, we don't think you need that procedure, so we're not going to pay for it. Or they can be like, no, we don't think you need that drug, so we're not going to pay for it. Everything in this country is for profit. It is. Everything. Education, healthcare, all of those things that shouldn't be for profit, they're for profit. This is Jay. Greatest country in the world. Woo! It's so fantastic. That's not serious. I'm not serious. Not serious. Ooh, Jay we hadn't seen before either. So how's everyone's bingo doing? We're 33 tickets in. I have 1. Anyone not having any success? Your ex is American, so you know about the abysmal. Oh, yeah. And the thing is a lot of Americans don't agree with it. But we live in an oligarchy, and it doesn't matter what most Americans think or want. You re-rolled your card because you have none, so now you have 3. Well done. Speckles so far is the only one to have the bingo roll in Discord. It's Frobert again. I didn't re-roll my card. I just stuck with it even though I have like 4 pigs on it. I probably should have. Because those 4 pigs, if we see them, that means we could have seen Agnes, but we didn't see Agnes. You have 2 squares now, besides the free square? Because I have 2 technically if I count the free space. I just have 1. I just have chatter. My one little cheesy besides the free space. My cheesy little mouse. The only one I've got. So moving away from the abysmal state of this country, is anybody reading anything good? We haven't had a good book talk in a while. What's everybody reading? I'll tell you what I'm reading. This is, I want to say this is Walt. Yeah, this is a kangaroo. We don't like kangaroos. They can go. You just finished the first Crescent City book. Okay, what did you think? Without giving spoilers, obviously. I'm feeling like with the announcement that ACOTAR 6 is coming out, or 5, 6. Anyway, the next ACOTAR book is coming out. I feel like it's time to do a reread. And I feel like I'm gonna have to reread A Court of Silver Flames because I don't remember half of the plot of that book because of all of the smut. So I feel like I'm gonna need to do a reread pretty soon here. I'm reading Daughter of the Blood. And it's the first in the Black Jewels series. It had come recommended to me somewhere. I can't remember where I got it, the recommendation came from. I don't know how I feel about it. It makes me feel... Actually, both of the books that I'm reading right now, the book I'm reading, and the book I'm listening to, make me feel a little squicky. So I'm kind of like, I'd like to get them both done. This is Rex. You love Black Jewels? Okay, how... So the thing I'm struggling with Black Jewels is the weird sexual tension between the older men and, like, the 12-year-old girl. I'm struggling with that, especially in lieu of the e-files and everything that have come out. I'm struggling with that one. And it's really, I think, impacting my enjoyment of the story itself. So is it worth, like, pushing through that factor of it to keep going? I mean, I'm like 2/3 of the way through the first book. Okay, it was a slow start, but that's normal. World building, character development. But as things continued, each time you got annoyed with Bryce's behavior, something would happen that would make me go, oh no, she's not a whiny child after all. The ending had you driving with your eyes wide and jawed. It was really good towards the end. Okay, I'm glad you liked it. I still can't stand Bryce, and I think she is a whiny child. But I've also been through 3 books with Bryce. I can't stand her. And I think she's a whiny child. But the story itself, if you can get over Bryce, and if you can get over Hunt, who I also can't stand, the story is good. It's not so much the sexual tension as the guy just knows she's their queen. Yeah, but the one guy, I think I'm getting, so the old guy, that one I don't get it from him. It's the other one that's like the pleasure slave or whatever. That's where I'm getting a little squicked out by. Okay, this is Wendy. She's so up and down. You really enjoyed the story. Starting book 2. I liked book 2. I think of the 3 books, book 2 was my favorite of the Crescent City. It's been a while since I do think I need to do a reread of those. But I liked book 2 the best. So the other book, he knows how important she is to him. He knows she's a child, but right. And I think, I don't know, it just, there's something about it, it just doesn't, and I don't think it would bother me as much if what was happening in, like, our current time wasn't happening. Does that make sense? Like, when you kind of layer that kind of is living and, like, lives in the back of my mind right now, and it's hard to shake. It just sits wrong. Okay, yeah. Yeah, your recent reads have been A Psalm for the Wild Built and its sequel, both novellas nice and short, The Story of the 100 Promises. What are those? I've not heard of those before. So I'm trying to put it behind me because, like, it's not, like, overt. And it's not, and, like, they're aware of the age, like, they're aware of it, and they're not, like, actively pursuing it, but it still just feels a little, to me. This is Jacob. Isaac's spots are finally almost clear crusted, but there's some you're not sure about, and they're really small, so you're not sure if they will. How is he feeling? Is he feeling better? I've been wondering about him and how you guys are doing with all of that. There's a lot of allegory that's still relevant. Yes. So I'm pushing through. I think I'm also a little bit in the, you know how when you're about halfway through, like, the first book in a series, you kind of have, like, the moments of, like, where you're just a little bit confused as to what's going on. Like, the world building isn't fully done. You're still not fully versed in the world. That's kind of where I am, too. She knows what she'll be, so he loves her, but he isn't. Okay. Yeah, and I think that that's... I see that, and I get that. And that's... is how it's written. But it's with the current like real world stuff that makes it feel a little He plays lots of games to keep what little, yes. And it's a really shit deal that he has too. So I'm sticking with it. I just kind of have to, like, tamp down the other feelings. He's starting to get back to himself now, but he doesn't want to go anywhere because the spot got it. Are they itching less at least? Okay, we got a bunny. This is our first bunny of the hunt. This is Dottie. A lot of his games are bad, but keep in mind, yeah. And that, it's honestly just kind of the slightly uncomfortable dynamic with the little girl. Seems so, just hope they fall off soon. Hopefully, they should. I don't know if... I feel like would a baking soda bath help? Maybe, like, soften them up a little bit? And then it also can alleviate any of the itching that's left. That's what we always did for Awen with, like, poison ivy. I know it's not the same, but still itchy, still get crusties. She has way more to worry about. No, I see that. I think you can kind of see that. Because also what they're doing to her is, I think it's just where I'm struggling is just too much of it is tugging on real world things at the moment. So maybe it's just more of the timing of reading it wasn't maybe the best for me. Yeah, she's being gaslit. It is. It's horrible. Everything that's happening to that poor girl is awful. It's a butt cheeks. We have a butt cheeks. This is Pee-wee. Yeah, timing not good. A Psalm for the Wild Built is a sequel, and there's a monk about living in a world after robots gained sentience and said peace out. Oh, interesting. So is it kind of like a post-apocalyptic sort of thing? So the other book that I'm reading, I'm actually listening to this one, is Alchemized, which is like a rewriting of that Harry Potter fanfic Manacled. And I'm not getting the hype. I will just say that. I don't know if anyone read that fanfic or read Alchemized. I don't get the hype behind it. It's gotten better. It's a very long book. I have 4 hours left in the 20 some hour listen that it was. So it's gotten a little bit better, but I really don't get the hype behind it. Yeah, but very hopeful, like humanity just said, okay, we'll stop automating. Okay. Honestly, I feel like that's exactly the kind of thing that we need right now too. Books that give us a little bit of hope rather than just leaving us feeling a bit doom and gloom. Alright, this is Cody. Cute little cub. So yeah, so those are my two that I'm reading right now. I did also recently do the first one was The Blood of Hercules, and then the second was The Bonds of Hercules. And I actually really liked those. I'm not I know I had like read the blurb on them when I put them on my like Goodreads TBR list. But then I didn't go back and read it before I started, so I didn't really know what I was actually I didn't really have any expectations of the book when I started it, but it ended up being really good. Not a huge fan of the romance that's happening in it, but the rest of the story was really compelling for me, and I really enjoyed both of those books. But now I'm kind of stuck in this like holding pattern because like it's a series and the series isn't done yet. This is Allie. I cannot run through there. Also, I need to look and see. I feel like the next book, from When the Moon Hatched, is supposed to be coming out. Like, I thought it was supposed to be coming out in like March, but maybe not. Story of the 100 Promises is like split POV between the Enchantress, a trans guy sailor going off on an adventure to find the Enchantress, and then Fables. Okay. That sounds pretty good though. I guess the most important part is, are you enjoying them? Did you enjoy them? Okay, it wasn't done yet. I was like, I thought it was supposed to be coming out, and then I hadn't heard anything about it, but I also haven't actively looked. Okay, so it wasn't done yet, so we're kind of still in holding for When the Moon Hatched. Got it. Or the sequel to When the Moon Hatched. Is that what it's called? When the Moon Called? I don't remember what the title was of the sequel. This is Whitney. I feel like yelling wrong wolf, but we have the right wolf now. Yeah, oh, okay. Well, I could see though When the Moon Called being like the name of the sequel, right? Because it's like similar vibes. You DNF'd Manacled. Okay, so you also didn't understand the hype. Wrong wolf for your card. Yeah, I don't get the hype. I don't love it. And the way and you probably know too, like obviously it was a Harry Potter fanfic. But it is pretty obvious even in this like altered version of it, like who's supposed to be who. Story of 100 Promises less so. It was a bit slow. That's fair. That is fair. That is Cephalobot. The robot cephalopod. And actually, that might be the first time that we've seen cephalopod too. It is the first time we have seen cephalopod in any of our hunts. Not just this hunt, in any of our hunts. Oh, a speckle. So before we started hunting, I went and talked to Isabel, and we're at the island is 5 stars. I'm like so happy. And I've got Lily of the Valleys are starting to grow on my island, and I have a gold watering can, and I'm so excited. So we've watered some black roses with our gold watering can to see if we can get some gold roses. But yeah, I was very excited. I've not had, this is my first 5-star island. And I feel like I've put in a lot of work and time and thought into this, so it's very satisfying that we're at 5 stars. That is, this is Kid, right? I think this is Kid. Yeah, Kid. Cute little purple goat. But we have your brother, the cute little blue goat. We have Sherb. Ooh, I also got Lolly's picture. Lolly gave me her picture. I don't have Bams yet, or Wolfgang or Azaleas, but I have Lolly's. Not that it really matters as much because we're not kicking, Lolly's not leaving, but yeah. You know, I'm kind of up in the air. Originally, I thought I was going to situate it how I wanted and do a dream dress and restart. But I'm not decided yet. And here's kind of one of, I did. It's on the Switch 2 now. Yes. So here's the thing that makes me contemplate leaving it as a forever island. Is my Switch Lite island that I moved to P-Win's Switch is not bringing me joy. Like, I've tried to play it, I've tried to like clean it up and decorate it, but it's not bringing me joy. So yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking I could potentially do. This is Boomer, by the way. That maybe restarting that island, that just, it's not bringing me the joy that I would like it to bring, could be the way to go. Boomer's on your card. Nice. Oh, wait, no. I don't want to do that. So yeah, so I haven't really decided exactly what I want to do with it. I think I'll probably make a Dreamie dress, like, regardless. Once, like, I feel like it's done, because I wouldn't mind having that just, like, you know, it immortalized as a Dreamie dress. But I don't know, because my intention was not to make this be my forever island. But I kind of love it. You're back! The sound kept coming through your car speakers instead of your earbuds, so you had to exit so you could listen to music on it. Was it like Bluetoothing and like claiming it? Because my car does that too. Welcome back. I hope you're doing well, and thank you for lurking. We're still hunting, so if you want to get yourself a bingo card going, you can by all means do that. It's exactly what you're doing. Excellent. I wish you luck. I have only found one on my bingo card. Who are you? You are Bella. Little vampire mouse. I don't think I had her on my big. No, I don't. You have Bree, so you gotta. They do. I do confuse her and Bree. So I do also, yeah. Okay, I have Dobie on my bingo card, and Dobie is the only wolf I haven't seen. So I have this, I don't know, this niggling feeling that Dobie might be one of my void villagers. I don't have any proof of that, but that's kind of the feeling that I have. This is a cat. I don't know this cat. Who are you? This is Kitty. Yeah, I think Grandpa Dobie could be in my void. Also, we're not really looking for DIYs, because I have a lot of DIYs. And I don't have any that I can think of that I'm like specifically looking for right now. So we're just kind of focusing more on the hunt itself. I have a bunch of cats on my bingo card. Oh, I have her. She's on my bingo card. That is my second. I have, look at all the pigs I have and all the cats. I have 4 cats and I have 1, 2, 3, and 4 pigs. That's crazy. I do. Let's use the Nook Miles ticket and head off to our next island. And off we go. Bum, bum, bum. Alright, this isn't it. This is, I want to say this is Rhonda. Yeah, this is Rhonda. So the other reason why I'm, oh, okay. We'll pick this one up. The other reason why I'm kind of contemplating making this, like keeping this as a forever island, as well, is that I want to finish the DLC. Help me, Rhonda. I want to finish the DLC on it, and I've never gotten this far in the DLC before, so there's also like that element of this island. Also, I caught a coelacanth. It was raining, and I was playing, and I caught a coelacanth. It's like one of the super rare ocean fish. Where is it? It's one of the giant ones. It's this. And it only spawns on rainy days. And it's one of like the giant fish. Yeah, it's pronounced coelacanth. That's how it's pronounced. I'm pretty sure that's how it's pronounced. But yeah, this fish. I can't remember where I learned how to pronounce it. But it's like one of the hard fish to catch. So that's another reason why I'm kind of like, oh, maybe we do maybe we do need to keep this one. For some reason, you have an easier time catching a coelacanth than a tuna. Oh, really? I have not caught a tuna either. I want to say this is Hopkins. Yes, this is Hopkins. Alright, there is our ad break that will be coming in about 5 minutes. So we'll again do a little self-care break during that time. This was island number 50 as well. He is cute. He has a little blow-up bun. He was on my one of my like my broad Dreamie list for this island because he's blue and he's cute. So he was on the list. You know, the other thing is if we keep this too as like a forever island, we could also like rotate out some of the like the blue villagers that we've got. Because there were other blue villagers on my list that I would take, except for Jeremiah. Jeremiah can't leave because I built him a whole frickin' swamp. So he has to stay because he has a whole goddamn swamp. And Julian has to stay because Julian is the queen. But like Sherb, he could be switched out for a different lazy villager. Blue Bear, we already said like we could switch out for a different Peppy. So I feel like we could swap some. Welcome in, Peachy. How are you? This is Boris. This is not the right pig. I think this is only the second pig we've seen. Let's see if we can get one more island in before the ad break. So there is the potential that we could like rotate through some villagers, do some like villagers that could leave. We could do some like vacation homes for, like we did with Bee and Huck and Blue Bear. We did for Blue Bear as well. Thanks for getting your daily tater dragons. All right, I think we can do it. I think we can get to this next one. Maybe, if I can not misclick. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, it's a sweet little, I forget, this is Cookie, right? I think this is Cookie. It's Cookie! Oh, she's super cute. Maybe you'll get your Switch turned on. You're hoping to get it fixed soon, but it's not been a high... Understandable. You've had a few other things going on. Cookie's also on your card. Nice. She's very cute. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. If we see a DIY, I'm picking up the DIY. I'm just not going out of my way to pick up DIYs. Peach rug. We know this one. See, we know like all of these. I need to work on update, like finish my DIY spreadsheet as well. Not in a row, but she's on your card. Hey, you know what? Sometimes it's a win just getting them on your card. All right, I think we might have time to travel to the next island before, and then but then we'll wait to go see who's on the island until we get back from the ad break. That was, according to my list, that was the first time we'd seen her on any hunt too. You're either going to online shop for yarn or play Animal Crossing. Well, Animal Crossing won't cost you money, if that helps. That's so frustrating about your screen too, because I do so much playing just being able to like recline and like lay back and like not have to sit at my computer is really, I think, how I've been able to get as much done on this island as I have. But that ad is going to play, so we're going to hold it right here to see who the villager is until after that ad break. So we're going to engage in some self-care, stretch, do the things, take care of yourself, and then we will be back when the ad break. You need wool yarn to make a felted project for... Oh. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, let's take a little break, get up, stretch, do some self-care. When the ad break is over, we're going to go see who's on this island and continue our hunt for Agnes. So we will be back in a few. All right, I am back. Thank you for sticking around during the ad break. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Speckle is stash diving for her self-care. I mean, that is a very valid form of self-care, 100%. And the boxer painting you posted the other day is a birthday gift for a friend too. It was the February 28th, so you're late. I'm also late giving Speckle her birthday gifts because I haven't seen her And I'm still trying to finish her socks because I've been very slow. But I've been preoccupied with my knitting. I can show you all what I'm working on. So my cousin's son is getting married in the middle of April, and I'm making a blanket for them. And so all of my crafting time is going on finishing this blanket. So I will show you the blanket. It is this. So it's all of these hexagons. So I have to knit the hexagon, I have to block the hexagon, and then I have to crochet the hexagon on. So every day I am knitting a hexagon, I'm crocheting one on, and I'm blocking a hexagon. So yeah, this is where like all of my crafting energy is going into this blanket right now. So because I need to have it done. And then I'll need to give it another soak to even out where the things are being attached, because like they're kind of tight where things have been attached. So that's like all of my crafting is going into that. I think it's a gorgeous pattern. It's actually a Tin Can Knits pattern. It's called the Starflower Blanket. And I like that it's, I mean, I do like that I'm trying to move my Animal Crossing with my mouse. That's not gonna work. I like that it's modular, and I can actually knit one of the hexagons in just like a couple of hours. So I can whip up a hexagon pretty quick. The time consuming part is then they have to block, dry, and then relax a little bit before I can attach them. Okay, where is this village? It's another burb. I think this is Lucha. Yeah, that's Lucha. So, well, Speckle's socks are very close to being done. I've had to shift all of my energy into trying to get that one done. So I'm trying to like, when I finish my tasks for my blanket, then I'll like work on something else. But yeah. And I think that they will like it as well. Like they're both my cousin's son and his fiance, I think, will appreciate a handmade gift. At least they better, because it's no, knitting a blanket is, not only is it time consuming, it's also expensive. You're winded, but you found some yellow and yellow gray. You know, you just need some black or dark gray, or both in wool. I don't really have any yarn that's wool. Think like wool that would felt. I think everything I have is either merino or acrylic. So I don't think I have anything that I could help you out with, Speckle. And a good chunk of my yarn is fingering weight as well. It's not as heavy as you want. Okay. Where is this villager? Oh, there you are. It's Hugh. Ah, wrong pig. Wrong pig. Now you need to figure out if the unlabeled yarns you have are actually wool and feltable without making something in. I am not good at judging like wool content. So I don't think I could help you with that one. And that was also not one of the pigs on my card. So yeah, so that's what all of my crafting energy has been on that blanket. I'll be glad when it's done. You want to go to the local yarn store, but you hate going to the MSU area. Parking's a pain, costs money. You just want to run in and get some Galway or some other wool and leave. Fair enough. Back to work for you. Okay, Petal. What about, doing like Wool of the Andes from Knit Picks? I know it's not the same as going to the local yarn shop, but Wool of the Andes, I think you can felt with, and it's pretty inexpensive. And they have a lot of colors. That's true. You could also go online. All right. It is a mount. I don't know who you are. Who are you? Bettina. True. True, true. But I do understand. I also hate driving at MSU. And I know, and that yarn shop that I know you're talking about is not easy to get to. I think that's the first time we've seen Bettina in any hunt, too. Yes, it is. Another one to check off and eliminate from our void. Speckle wants it. That's true. No, it is a horrible place. It is. It actually is. Really? They'll tow you even if you park at 7-Eleven? What if you went into 7-Eleven and bought, like, some gum and then went to the local yarn shop? You want it right now! If you don't get back to— oh my gosh, that's insane. That's so stupid. Your closest local yarn shop is over an hour away, so you'd have to be going to the city anyway for something else to make it worth it. Understandable. I've been trying to not buy yarn. And I haven't. I don't think I have bought any yarn this year, actually. Where is this villager? Hello? They like to hide behind— where is this villager? Oh, there you are. It's Twiggy. People have done that so many times, and it's such a small lot, they've gotten very strict about it. Even the yarn shop says don't park there. Yeah. Ionia has a new craft supply store, and you went in and bought yarn just for cuddling. Charlotte has it. The one in Charlotte is pretty nice too. I don't know if you've ever gone down to that one. I used to go to that one quite a bit, and I would do they had like a knitting club that I would go to. I have not been since COVID though. It seems like a silly statement. It doesn't happen. Understandable. You think you bought yarn because you had a $5 reward at Michael's expiring. Yeah, I don't think I've bought any yarn in 2026. Now, floss. I've bought floss. Yes, Yarn Garden. Yep. That one. You would do the passport yarn shop every year before COVID. Yeah. And, I'm totally blanking on the owner's name. She's really nice too. I really like her. I should consider going back to— I'm friends with her on Facebook too. And I'm totally blanking on her name. I should go back. I should try to go back to their knitting club again. It might be good for me. I can see her face too. I can picture her. This is Clyde? Clyde. Clyde. The baby poop colored horse. Who I know we have seen. Lindsay. I think it's Lindsay. Sorry. It just came out of nowhere. So I have to say, I really like the weight of the Switch 2 Joy-Cons. I like the way they feel in my hand. Like, they're a really good weight. They feel good, like, holding them. Is this Bob or Tom? This is Tom. No, this is Mo. No, I'm so wrong. This is Mo. There's another blue cat. I think Tom is another blue cat. I do too. I like the way they attach and detach is so smooth and nice. You can't play Switch just holding them. I don't know. But you get a controller holder when you get the Switch 2. Like, it comes with one. I just don't use it. That was the first time we'd seen Mo as well. Also not one of the cats that I have on my bingo card. It's hard on the carpal tunnel, plus your fingers don't. Oh, that's fair. Fair enough. But yeah, it does come with a controller holder. No, I don't want to visit someone. Oh, I was doing so well. Yeah, it comes with its own. And then it has like, so you can also use them like a mouse. So like you can put them down and like use them like a mouse for like decorating stuff too. Like like in decorating in Animal Crossing. I haven't really done much with that. So like the little clip-on pieces have like pads on them. So if you wanted to use them as a mouse, you can, it kind of creates that surface. I have to say that I like the Switch 2 so much more than I expected I would like it. Yeah, they're bigger. The Switch itself is bigger. So this is one of the Joy-Cons from my my Animal Crossing Switch, and then this is the Joy-Con for the Switch 2. I agree. I think the battery life is better as well. So the Switch itself is bigger. So the Joy-Cons are bigger. The battery life does feel better. Obviously, graphically, it's better. So I didn't think I would like the Switch 2 as much as I do. You've been doing a lot of sock knitting. Someone convinced you to join Sock Madness on Ravelry, and your coworker gave you a bunch of fingering weight she'll never use. I used to do it was like, they called it Box of Socks, where you'd try to knit at least 12 socks every year. That is Frida. We're not gonna go talk to Frida. She's not coming back. I haven't done that. I haven't really like done that, but I always have socks that I'm knitting. They're my on-the-go projects, so I always have socks. I would say socks are probably my favorite thing to knit. So like swim meets, football games, marching band competitions, track meets, I'm usually knitting socks. I don't know what I'll do when P1 graduates and I won't have all those things to take my knitting to anymore. My knitting time will go down because I won't have things that I'm sitting. The only thing about knitting in public is sometimes, so people, if you are knitting or crocheting in public, people will talk to you. They just come up to you and talk to you. They seem to, like, it seems to be open invitation to approach you and have a conversation, which is fine sometimes. But sometimes I don't want people to talk to me. This is Cat. This is not my favorite cat, but this is Cat. When you, yeah, it's like, I just want to like knit and do my thing, right? Like when Awen was having her surgery, there was this other lady who had brought crochet with her. And I honestly, I was already like anxious about the whole thing because my kid is having surgery, right? And this lady kept talking to me and I'm like, lady, I just want to knit and listen to my audiobook. Like, I want to try to like zone myself out as much as possible. And you keep talking to me. And every time I'd like turn my audiobook back on, she'd like start talking. And I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm trying to count. Need to AFK real quick? Okay, no worries. Thanks for letting me know, Speckle. Okay, so Cat was island number 60. Come on, Agnes. We need to see you. Alright, that is not Agnes. That is, I think this is Maddie. She's a cute little dog, too. Okay, hun. Sorry, you're not coming home with us. I'm not even gonna try to catch the sturgeon, because we all know I cannot fish on stream. It's just, I'm not capable. So, I'm not even gonna try. Bum, bum, bum. I just wanna fly. Put your arms around me, baby. No! Oh, I misclicked. Okay. Settle down with the clicking. Let's click appropriately so we can get to the next island and see who's there. Okay, so I have a question for people who played the other Animal Crossing games. Was there a feature like this in those Animal Crossing games to look for the villagers that you wanted to live in wherever it was that you lived in the other Animal Crossing games? Or were you just kind of like you had to take what you get and you don't throw a fit kind of a thing? I've never played any other Animal Crossing games, so I have no perspective. This is Pango. In the OG, the villagers just moved in randomly. Okay. Not really. That's the only other one you've ever played. Okay. Because I was just like thinking, because like the hope, right, is that they'll come out with another Animal Crossing for the Switch too. And I think, so I'm like, are we gonna have the equivalent of villager hunting in whatever the next one is? I would think that Nintendo pays attention and has seen just how much villager hunting is like a thing in this game. So one would think that they would have some sort of feature like that in like the next version of it. Because I kind of feel like this is the like one of the most fun parts about Animal Crossing is the hunt to try to find the villager that you want. At least for me. I mean, maybe not for everybody, but I find it to be really fun. I love watching streams of people villager hunting. I think it makes for fun streams. It would definitely increase the console sales. I 100% agree. I hope, though, that I hope they don't do what they did with this one and make it so it's only like one island or whatever it is per console. Because that sucks. That is, I want to say this is Tipper. Yeah, this is Tipper. Especially since the Switch 2s are so much more expensive than the original Switches. Like, they're very expensive. It did seem very money grabby. And they've already, like, they're already charging so much for... Thanks for getting Pango. They are way more expensive. Although I did see an article that that Nintendo is going to, for future game releases, if you buy the digital version, it's going to be cheaper than if you buy the physical version. I think I saw an article about that because they are really expensive. Like, Pocopia was $70. Now, granted, I really like the game. I'm having a lot of fun with the game, but it's really hard to be like, any game is worth $70. Right? Yeah. Was it $79.99? I don't remember. Maybe it was. It's a very expensive game. Oh, I want to see This Is Rizzo. With his weird... I don't know what exactly is going on with his head. This is Rizzo. Yeah, I am too. That was like... So I kind of want the villager hunt to be short because I kind of want to play Pocopia tomorrow. I logged on yesterday. I haven't logged on today. And did some of like the daily stuffs. No, you're right, Petal. Same thing. Like, same. They need to bring the prices down a little bit. Welcome back, Speckle. Wait, what one did we just see? I gotta think for a second. We saw one. I said who it was. Shoot, who'd we just see? The mouse with the weird headgear. It was Rizzo. Rizzo. Okay. I was like, wait, who did... Got it. We're good now. We're good. Okay, had to think for a minute. Like, I can always, like, go back and, like, back up the stream a little bit and see. But I'm just like, wait, I am totally blanked on who we just saw. Bum, bum, bum. But yes, I agree, Petal. I think an Animal Crossing for Switch 2 would definitely boost console sales significantly. And also, it would be different too, I think, if like any of the Switch stuff ever went on sale, but it doesn't. This is mod. Like, Switches never go on sale. Switch games, like Nintendo exclusive Switch games, never go on sale. I did get... So, Winter Burrow was on sale through the Nintendo store. So, I did actually get Winter Burrow to play on the Switch. Yeah, I mean, and I think it's always been like that. Same thing with the consoles. Do you remember back in the day when you could rent the games? Like, you could rent Nintendo, like, Super Nintendo, like, regular Nintendo, GameCube games. So you didn't have to buy them. You could just go rent them and play them. And if you did like them, you could buy them. But, like, you didn't necessarily have to. Because I never owned Punch-Out, but I loved Punch-Out. It was like one of my favorite games. I absolutely loved that game. I don't think I ever actually owned it. I think I would just rent it repeatedly from, like, the grocery store. This is... Rio? Rio. Okay, so here's the weird thing about villager hunting, right? I think you get desensitized to some types of villagers and you start to not mind them as much. Because I used to not really like the ostriches, but now some of the ostriches I'm kind of okay with. I do think Rio is Pave's distant cousin, 100%. Or maybe not even a distant cousin. Rio may be a very close cousin to Pave. Pave lives for dance. He breathes the dance. Pave must dance. The cool thing about the GameCube had memory cards, so you would have your saves on those. Yeah. I remember some SNES games, because that was my first, like, okay, my first console was a Sega Master System. Not a Sega Genesis. It was a Sega Master System. Okay? That was my first console. But then my second one was the SNES. And I remember that one, like, some games had... Wait, didn't we see you already? No, this is Tom. This is the other blue cat. Alright, that's Tom. Tom and Mo look an awful lot alike. But I remember some of the SNES games, you could have saves, but some you couldn't. And I remember my dad and I, like, we rented from the store, from, like, because our grocery store you could rent games from. We rented Jurassic Park. And that one did not have a save feature, so you had to, like, you just had to play through the whole game in, like, one sitting. But it was a really long game. And I remember my dad and I staying up until, like, 2 o'clock in the morning trying to beat that game. We did it. We did beat the game. But we had to just, and it made my mom so mad because, like, we took over the TV. And, she couldn't use the TV and we wouldn't let her turn it off because we were like, no, we're gonna lose our progress. So we'd, like, pause it, go eat, come back, play more. It was like, it was a whole thing. Nitpicks is sold out of all but a few colors of Wool of the Andes. Really? Is it like super on sale or something? That's kind of crazy. Usually, like, they might be sold out of a couple of colors, but a lot of colors. Huh. I wonder if there's, like, some sort of a supply thing. That's Kid again. Alright, so we just saw Kid for the second time. Honestly, we're 67 tickets in, and we haven't really seen that many duplicates. And we've seen quite a few that we've not seen on any other hunts before, too. We haven't seen Agnes, but we are gathering more data for our void science. That's interesting. I wonder if it's like a supply issue. Like, do they import that one? And because of all of the hijinks and tariffs, it's maybe they're having trouble getting it in. I haven't really looked at Nitpick's website in a hot minute. Okay. It's Clyde again. We just saw you. Like 3 minutes ago. Okay, not exactly 3 minutes ago, but we just saw you. Just as I say, we haven't seen that many duplicates. We get 2 duplicates back to back. No, I can't get Yanni. Oh, hey, Speckle, did you see, that game link I DM'd you? I think it was yesterday. Someone, and I think I've seen a few people posting videos. But there's like, but for this new game, it's in like alpha development called Animula Nook, which looks super, super cute. And like the aesthetic is like really nice. I need to go, that's Tucker again. Oh, but there's a DIY. Okay, we'll grab the DIY. As it works, so you then got home and couldn't. It looks so cute. I signed up for, like I registered my email, so I don't know if that like automatically registered, like sign or makes me kind of apply for any upcoming tests. They're in a beta or an alpha test right now. So they're not adding any more people at the moment, but I registered for it because I was like, I thought it looked super cute and would be worth checking out. I need to look into some gameplay of it. Fruitish, who's in, he streams and he's a friend of Taz's, was talking about it. So he and I had a little chat about the game. And I was like, this is so cute. And he was really impressed by it. So I might need to go watch his VOD of it. Unfortunately, because Fruitish is in Sweden, I don't get to catch his streams because he streams even earlier than Taz does. I think he goes live at like 4 o'clock in the morning, which I am not awake. I wish I was. I wish I could be there. But yeah, I saw it. I was like, oh, I've got to show Speckle. That is, I think this one's Sly again, right? Man, I just completely jinxed myself. I didn't talk to him. I'm pretty sure this is Sly, but I want to verify. Sly. It might. It might. I know! I jinxed myself. Just saying we weren't finding very many repeats, and then we get 4 in a row. Yeah, I'm not sure 100% sure what his stream schedule is, but I know it's like pretty early morning. And at 7 a.m. I'm usually like doing the like herding P-Win for school phase of things. So I'm not really like watching anything. I don't really start doing anything at the PC until like 8 a.m. after I've taken him to school. So anything before that isn't really feasible for me. Same thing, anybody who streams like at night, like late evening, night, I can't. I'm in bed. Usually join his when you start working. Okay, okay. I like him a lot, so I would like to be able to like be in his streams more. Clocked in at 6 a.m. because insomnia is a bitch. It really is. This I think is Flora. Hi, Sam. Hi. Hi, big floof. Hi, honey. Hi. Oh, he has does he? We have a Sam. You can't see Sam, but you can see a floofy tail. Hi, Sams. There he is. It's a Sam. Hi, Sam. Do you want to say hi? Hi, love. He's gonna... Okay, I'm pretty sure this is Flora. Whew, I have floof in my mouth. Hi. He's sitting on the arm of my chair next to me. Now my camera's all kind of messed up. There we go. I don't know if you can see him. Oh yeah, he's right here. Hi. Kinda hanging out. Flicking his tail around. Alright, this is Flora. I've said that like 4 times now. I got distracted by an orange floof. Oh, there he goes. He was just passing through. Bye, Sam. That cat is so large. I don't have the cat cam set up because P1 was using it for segment 2 of driver's training, which he has to redo because of an incident at his dad's house, which I'm not happy about, but I'm not going to go into. So he's got my other webcam. There's another game coming soon called Cat Parents You Save. I think I saw that somewhere. I don't remember where I saw it. That sounds like... There you go, Speckled. I think that's the game for you. Then you can save all of the homeless cats without needing to actually have them in your house. And worry about all of that. Oh, maybe that's where it was that I saw it. I lose track of where I see things. That's Bianca. We're not gonna waste time talking to Bianca. We know that that's Bianca. We will move on. Actually, I didn't check and see. Okay, we have encountered Flora on a hunt at some point. I don't have her on my list. I've been trying not to look too much at Discord, or not Discord, at Steam, or at my Steam wishlist, because I really don't need any more games right now. So I'm trying to avoid it. I have so many games that I haven't played. Oh, I did decide, so, I have been playing Expedition 33 a little bit off stream. That didn't seem like something people were particularly enjoying, and since it kind of freaked everything out, I'm able to play it fine without OBS open, but something about having that in OBS seems to open makes my computer upset. This is Norma. You got a couple off the spring sale that were super cheap, but nothing that stands out really. Yeah, the only thing I did was Winter Burrow was on sale, and so I got it on the Switch. So that was the only thing that I got. I haven't had a chance to sit down and play it. I don't know, would you guys want me to play that on stream? We played the demo. That was the one with the little mouse with the the drawings. That it had like a very nostalgic children's book vibe. You want me to play it on stream? Okay, I can do that. We can do that. Would have to play. Are you playing Winter Burrow right now, Cece? Really? Yes, very Beatrix Potter. Yes, I couldn't think of. That was what was in my head, but I couldn't think of it. But yes, 100%. Yeah, we'd have to start it over because obviously we played it on Steam and I purchased it on the Switch. So, because I think that it would, based on playing it on like the PC, I think it lends itself very well to like controller play, just the way the controls were. So we'll have to do that. We'll do that on the Switch. That is Zell. I'm not gonna go talk to Zell either. If I know who they are, we're not gonna waste the time talking to them. Zell. It was Zell. Yeah, I was pretty quick on that island. I was like, I know who that is. And I'm not like running around checking for DIYs. No, I don't want to visit someone, darn it. Oh, you're looking at the trailer. What do you think? Do you see what I mean? Isn't it super cute? I feel like it's like very much the vibe. So, Petal, did you watch Fruitish play this Animula Nook? I think is it. Because I know Taz had said that was how he and I started the conversation about it because Taz mentioned him playing it. And I had asked him what game, so then we started chatting in DMs about it. All right, that's Marina again. Marina, not Miranda. You did not. You're moving to the new office that day and you missed the stream. Okay. I think I might go watch his VOD of that one. Bum, bum, bum. All right, 75 tickets today. $75 so far. Let's go. Come on, Agnes. Come on, little piggy girl. That is not Agnes. And I have to talk to it because I don't know what one that is. Kit. This is your stalker, right? Yeah. Clearly I've blocked that out of my mind. That is not what we wanted to see. Not at all what we wanted to see. I know she does. She needs to learn her place, and it's not on our islands. It's on these mystery islands. Let's go. I think I know Sylvia. Because I feel like I've seen that one so many times on these ones. Actually, Sylvia might be one of my hotel visitors today. Oh, it's a little koala. I think is that Gonzo. At first I thought it was Ozzy for a second, and then I saw the weird, like, 5 o'clock shadow, and was like, wait, no, that's not Ozzy. That one is Gonzo. I don't know if we've seen him on a hunt before. No, we have not seen Gonzo before on a hunt. So that is another one to check off for Void Science. I have Melba on my bingo card. My bingo card is like her in. Got 2. All right, 77 tickets in. Bingo check. How's everybody doing? I know last I knew, Speckle had 3 and Petal had 2. Have we improved? Oh, you have 6? You gave up on it. Petal's like, I'm just done. That's fair. 6 is good. You've had the bingo luck. Cookie and Hopkins were your most recent. Okay. I do remember you saying you had them. That's Antonio! Oh, I do kind of like Antonio. That's totally understandable. Antonio was one of my starters on my Switchlight Island. He's still on my Switchlight Island, actually. And that's the first time we've seen him hunting, too. Yeah, I do like Antonio. I know anteaters aren't for everybody. But he has been on that island for a very long time. So he has had a lot of time to grow on me. And I don't think he's ever asked to leave. He and Deirdre, they were my starters for that island. And both of them are still there. And neither one is asked to leave. Well, Deirdre might have, but she was not allowed to leave. She's one of my faves and my birthday twin. This is Axel. This is the first time we've seen Axel today. All right, let's go. Okay, this is gonna be our ticket number 80. Should we try to do 100 tickets today? We're going faster because I'm not looking for DIYs. You're so aggravated with work today, you'd rage quit, but you don't want to lose your Oh, that's right, because you've been doing overtime stuff. I'm sorry that work is you're kind of having an aggravated day. Only have enter. I'm okay at the moment. At the moment, I'm okay. We will see. Because I do want to stream tomorrow, so I don't want to kill myself today. Part of me kind of wants to push for 100 tickets, because if we can find Agnes, I want to play Pocopia tomorrow. It's Huck! Hi, honey. I actually moved Huck to my other island. When Huck was in boxes, I had Flurry asked to move out on my other island, and I was like, yes. So Huck is now on my other island. So we did not lose Huck. And he is on our Happy Home Paradise island with his weird-ass vacation home. That was definitely the weirdest one we've ever done. Also, I haven't done any Happy Home Paradise because I think... So I'm at the point where I think I'm gonna be doing the hospital because, like, Lottie gets sick. So I was gonna do, like, Amiibo in, like, Petrie and do one for Petrie because I have Petrie's Amiibo. But then I think Lottie got sick. And so I think the hospital is coming up next. So I can't Amiibo anybody in. So I've kind of put that on hold. So I do kind of want to advance that because we're so close to being done with the DLC. That's Big Top again. You think you want to do vacation homes for each of the Sand Rio, even Rilla? I still can't find my Sanrio amiibos because I'm almost 100% sure you gave them to me. I just don't know where I put them. But I made one for Chai because I wanted the parasol to put on my beach, but then so I made an amiibo for Chai. I had coffee with Chai and unlocked the cinnamon roll stuff. But the parasol isn't quite what I wanted it to be. So part of me wants to time travel back to festival season on my other Switch to get more of like the festival parasols, because they kind of look like beach umbrellas, and there is no just plain beach umbrella in the game. So part of me kind of wants to time travel back on the other Switch and send myself them. I did that to get the carnations for Mother's Day for Azalea's flower area too. Also, there is an ad that's gonna play, and we're gonna keep going. We're gonna push through. We're gonna see if we can get to 100 tickets today. This is, I think, Ken. Yes, this is Ken. I also kind of like the idea of doing vacation homes for any of the villagers that I would be okay leaving the island and like rotating in somebody new. So I would like, so Sherb, for example. I love Sherb. I love Sherb. But I would rotate in like a Dizzy for Sherb to get another like cute blue lazy guy. Or Hopkins. But not Jeremiah. Jeremiah can't leave because Jeremiah has a swamp. So Jeremiah is not allowed to leave. You want to do your villager hunt but haven't been in the mood lately? I understand. You do kind of have to be in the right mood for a villager hunt. It worked today because I'm tired today. And just pretty low energy. So a villager hunt is like perfect for that. I think this is Blair again. Yeah, this is Blair again. Blair is a cute squirrel. But she's not a big sister. Or blue. And we have Ione. Anyway, we already have a squirrel. Ione can never leave either. Gray squirrels I do not like. They're one of your... That's... Yeah, the squirrels are pretty good. They are. And honestly, some of the ostriches have grown on me. Villager hunting and seeing them. I would never have thought ostriches would grow on me. However, butt cheeks and kangaroos, nope, they have not grown on me at all. They are still just as horrifying after this many villager hunts as they were on day one. Alright, we're gonna see if we can get to this island before that ad break. And then we'll ad breaks or self-care breaks, so we're gonna do that. Make sure we're all engaging in that very important self-care. Let's quick see who it is and we'll fly back, and then we'll be ready to go to the next one after the ad break. This is Cousteau. Or Croak. No, this is Croak, not Cousteau. That is a gross frog. You don't mind Marcy, but honestly most of the roos are awful. Yeah. Even some of the eagles have grown on me a little bit. Like Quinn has kind of... We've seen Quinn a few times. Quinn has grown on me some. And I never thought an eagle might grow on me, but Quinn kind of has. All right. we're gonna have a little break for self-care while that ad plays, and then when that ad is over, we'll head on and use ticket number 85. See, we only have 50, like 16 more tickets. I think I can do 16 more tickets. I think I can do it. All right, there's the ad break. I will be back in a few minutes. Make sure you are engaging in some self-care.
I believe we all know this feeling when
All right, I am back. Thank you for sticking around during that ad break. All right, let's see if we can do 16 more. No. Wait, did we miss one? We missed one. What one did we miss? I have 15 tickets left, and it says we're on Island 84. Oh no, who did we miss? Oh, who did we miss? And when did we miss them? Oh man. Yeah, I didn't think we'd miss any either. But I only have 15 tickets. Hmm. Who did we miss? I don't know. That's gonna bother me. Cause I've got it up and I've been watching. And if like one didn't pop up, I was putting it in. Hmm. I was just like looking up like the ones that I have for my whole 2 for bingo to see if anybody was in there, but they weren't. Hmm. I might have to like scroll through the VOD to add that in later on if we don't think of it. Because I don't know who we missed. So yeah, so we've got 15 more tickets and a mysterious mystery villager that we don't know who we missed. And I don't even remember when I last like checked my ticket count to see if we lined up. So I have like zero idea. I guess, do you wanna, because you have 6 on yours, maybe do a quick check of the 6 that you have on your bingo card and see if maybe if it was one of those. Probably not, but like maybe. This is Jacques. Or maybe it'll be like a, we'll find like a duplicate or something that, you know what I mean? Like that I'll be like, oh, I know I've seen that one. Oh wait, I'm doing the wrong thing. Add encounter. There we go. You know what I mean? Like we'll encounter someone that we've be like, oh, we did see that one, but it's saying we didn't see that. Jacques, I just got it. I got Jacques. I got Jacques. Oh, and I also found a DIY, so let's see what the DIY is. Cherry hat. Because I think if we've seen them on the hunt, I'll remember that we've seen them on the hunt. So maybe we'll get lucky and it'll be somebody like that. Maybe. If not, I'll go back through the VOD and look and get it fixed. Was it a bird? I know. Okay, quick question for those of you who've been paying attention. Have we seen Robin twice, or have we just seen Robin once? Does anyone remember? Okay, this is Patty. We saw Robin really early. Okay, so then yeah, I think we saw him on like ticket 5. Alright, that was Patty. We have not seen her before. We saw Norma, we've seen Norma and Tipper, but we've not seen Patty. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Robin was pretty early. We saw quite a few birds early. I don't know why part of me wants to say it's a bird that we missed, but part of me does. I don't have any logic or justification for why I think it might have been a bird, but I think it was a bird. I'm pulling that out of my butt. I don't know. And it was probably someone that I didn't talk to. That's rough, right? Sorry, I just had a thought because we had seen Kid a second time, so maybe I was like, maybe it was Kid. It's not. We got Kid. This is Gruff. Yeah, Gruff. Bum, bum, bum. This is actually so I've kind of like further justified myself for not going for the DIYs because the DIYs that we've found have all been duplicates. I don't think I've gotten a single new one. Although I am still really excited that the island is 5 stars. Like, I'm so excited about that. I feel like I've won Animal Crossing. That is Pico, I think. Pico. No, that's June. I'm wrong. It's June. It's a good thing I went and talked to her. We haven't seen very many cubs. I think she's only the 3rd cub we've seen. I think I have Pico on my bingo card, which is probably why I was like, it's Pico. I do. I have Pico, who looks nothing like her. Nothing like her at all. But yet, I thought that that's who it was. Dun 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 dun. Bum, bum. After stream, I have to give Awen the Switch too, so she can do her Bocopia stuff. She came in right before I was gonna go. She's like, "Are you using the 2?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm using the 2." That is Quinn. We haven't seen very many eagles on this hunt either, actually. Which is surprising. We saw a lot of hippos early on. But we haven't seen very many eagles. Okay, so I should have 10 tickets in my pockets. Because I don't think we've missed anybody. Right? Yes, 10 tickets. All right, last 10 tickets for today. And then I will go through and figure out who we missed and add it at the end. So number 100 will end up being whoever our missing villager is that we saw. Bum, bum, bum. Oh. It's boots. That is boots. Oh, wrong button. It's because I was looking, because we saw boots. This is the first we've seen boots, because I was pretty sure. We hadn't seen boots on a hunt before. You have 3 now? Nice. Very good. I still have 2. Wait. Yeah, sorry, I got excited for a second. I thought maybe Quinn was on my bingo card. Quinn's not on my bingo card. I have Apollo and Avery, I think it was. You have Amelia, who looks a bit like Quinn, but with a different... Isn't Amelia, though, have more red? Are Amelia and Quinn the only 2 girl eagles? I feel like they might be the only 2 girl eagles. I feel like all the other eagles are male. Oh, Celia. Okay. This is... I want to say this is Cleo. Yes, this is Cleo. Cleo is a cute horse. That is a cute horse. A lot of the horses aren't too bad either. Some of them I don't really like, but some are not. Cleo, that's the first time we've seen Cleo on a hunt as well. So we are narrowing the void down quite a bit. All right, let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Bum, bum, bum. You know, at least I will say this. It is kind of a pain in the butt traveling from island to island like this. But it's still a lot faster than when you go and visit someone's island. Oh, it's another hippo. This one is, I think, Biff. Yeah, this is Biff. No, thank you. I can't take seriously anyone with the name Biff. Probably because of all... It's probably because of Back to the Future. Because there was the guy named Biff who, like, was an idiot. And so I cannot take anyone named Biff. If they make a new Animal Crossing for Switch 2, they need to make it easier. I agree. Agreed. I think, though, if this is the first time in any of the Animal Crossing games they've had a feature like this, I suspect they were not anticipating people to do this. Like, could Nintendo have predicted that people would spend hundreds and hundreds of Nook Miles tickets going to hundreds and hundreds of mystery islands to find the one villager they want? I don't know if they could have anticipated that. Biff was awful, and he was definitely a bully. That's why I can never be on board with Biff the hippo. That's Boomer again. No, but by the time they update to 3.0, they knew. They could have updated it. They could have. Unless it was something that would have taken, like, a major code rewrite. But granted, they had years in which they worked on 3.0. And I think they're very well aware of people's frustrations with not being able to have multiple islands. Because I think that's why they brought in the Dream Islands. And they almost got the Dream Island thing right. The only thing is it's like, we want villagers. I think that's the big thing. Like, yeah, decorating it is great. But for me, the villagers also make the island. Like, if I didn't have the villagers that I wanted, it wouldn't matter to me how my island was decorated. It wouldn't be complete. And I feel like the villager homes are such a integral part. That's Big Top again. Are such an integral part of your island that not having the villager homes feels like the island isn't complete. So I haven't really done anything with the Dream Islands because I'm like, that's great to be able to decorate the island, but for me, a big part of it is the villagers, and that's what I like. I realize plenty of people could care less, but for me, the villagers matter as I'm thinking about decorating that. And I think maybe that's part of the issue that I'm having with my Forever Island too, is I don't feel like there's a connection between the way that I've designed the island and the villagers themselves. I don't know. But if I do restart that island, I am going to definitely, all of the stuff that I have like saved on it, like any rare items I have, any DIYs are all going to get passed on. Like, I don't want to lose that stuff. This is Rodeo with his creepy eyeballs. He's wearing a gown like he's a professor, but then he's got the scary eyeballs. Or maybe with this island, this particular island, Animal Crossing just clicked for me. That's also possible. What would dodos do? Dodos. 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 Wait, is that B? It's B! She just left. Hi, B. You get so far into an island and then lose your steam for it, mostly because you get stuck when it comes to decorating, so you never finish. That's how it's always been for me too, but something about this island, it just started to work for me. And I think part of it also was I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos and I've been watching like streams of people decorating for Animal Crossing, which I think has helped me with the decorating part. Because this is definitely the best I've done decorating an island is with this one. And I feel like, and I'm kind of proud of it. Like, I'm kind of proud of how this island has turned out, which is what makes me not sure I want to restart it. I had every intention of restarting this island, you know, a couple months ago when we were like in the middle of it. But now I'm like, I don't know if I want to. I like how it's turned out. I like it. Maybe if I do another island and like get like the way that's been decorated even better, maybe I will decide that, yeah, I'll go ahead and restart this one. But right now, I don't know that I want to. This is a bear. I don't remember which bear. This is Nate. I also really like the beginning stages of the island. I kind of like the grind to get to the point where you're getting all your villagers and all of that stuff. I kind of like that. Hi, Reese. Now Reese is here. Hi. He's not as tall, so he's gonna be harder to see. But Reese is here. You probably will see his tail. Wait, I did want to leave. Hi. What's up, Reese? He was being such a little shit yesterday. Sam, he was terrorizing Sam. Sam was just laying there. And Reese, so they were both like laying down. Sam was laying on the little box that we have, and then Reese was laying on the little cat tree thing. Both of them just laying down. And then Reese all of a sudden gets up, goes over, sits by Sam, and you can tell like he's wanting to attack him. And then Reese just started like terrorizing Sam. He kept like swatting him, pouncing on him, biting his floof. And Sam kept trying to walk away and Reese kept following and going after him. He was just terrorizing Sam. And then Sam kind of responded and then Reese started like shrieking. We're like, you started this, sir. Yeah, you did, didn't you? You did that. Yeah, that was exactly it. And he was not backing down either. He was like, I'm going after him. I don't care. Yeah. You were being a little terror, weren't you? You can be like that sometimes, but we love you. All right. That is an elephant. I don't know what this elephant is. Paolo. We got Paolo. Alright, and I think we just have one ticket left. So, one more island. Are we gonna get Agnes? Are we gonna be lucky and get Agnes? We want Agnes, Reese. Agnes. You're done with your task for the day. Gonna phone it in until time to clock out. That sounds like a good plan, Puddle. We are going to our last island. And then we'll figure out I'll figure out who we missed later on. Because we missed somebody. I just don't know who. I don't know who we missed, Reese. Maybe it was when Sam came in. Because we did kind of all get distracted by Sam. So maybe that was it. Isn't this Rodney? I think this is Rodney. Yeah, Rodney. He's kind of a gross one to end on, but I'm out of Nook Miles tickets. Well, I'm not out of them. I'm just out of them in my pockets. I guess we could look for a DIY on this island, since this is the last one for today. All right. There is no DIY. All right, let's go back. We could be wrapping it up. Bum bum bum. Bite you. I'm chewing on the cap. All right. So we have 5 DIYs to stash. Still no Agnes. Oh, it's raining now. Oh, okay. Well, we just watered our flowers and now it's raining. Yep, there's Sylvia. Sylvia's on my island. So yeah, so we planted some black roses and watered them with the golden watering can to see if we can get some gold roses, because we are 5 stars and I am very excited about being 5 stars. So I think let's put these away. I think we're gonna call it here. Which honestly, I was kind of hoping that we were gonna find Agnes, because I kind of wanted to play Pokopia tomorrow. I mean, I guess we still could play Pokopia tomorrow, but I also want to get the villager hunt done too. So I guess we'll see. Maybe we'll see what I'm in the mood for tomorrow. If I want to play Pokopia versus doing this. I guess we will see. But thanks everybody for being here and hanging out with me today. I appreciate it. Let's see. Let's see what friends we have. I don't know if I have it in me to go on a raid today. I'm gonna be so for real with you. We might just end today. I think we might just end. I'm not really seeing anyone. So yeah, I think we're gonna end. I don't think I have the the mental emotional energy to do a raid. So that was you last stream. Yeah. I know I was in such a bad place for your last stream. I was like, I had you up lurking, but I was not okay. Like at all. Not okay. It was rough. So I think we're gonna just go ahead and end today for here. I do plan to stream tomorrow. We might continue villager hunting, or we might play Pokopia. I think I'll just see in the morning what I'm up to. You feel that on top of being sick, you've been in a very low, yeah. Also, Ben, you need to get feeling a bit better and we need to get together, because I think we would both benefit from that. Maybe soon. Or if you feel up to it at any point. Like, even if you're still coughing, if you're feeling up to it. But I understand when you're coughing and you're not sleeping and all of that. Totally get it. So we'll make something work soon, hopefully. Even like maybe when you're off for spring break. That could work. Exactly. Yeah, April 3rd, for whatever reason. I do want to stream tomorrow, so that'll be the plan, is to do a stream tomorrow, either Pokopia or Animal Crossing. We'll just see what I'm feeling like. But yeah, thank you all for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate all of you so very much. And I hope you have a really good evening. And I will see you all tomorrow. I love you all. I will see you then. Bye.
Hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah. Ooh. Well, the time has come to wrap things up, but my heart is full. Can't thank you enough for hanging out and spending time. You make this space so warm and kind. So thank you for being here. For every laugh and beat of cheer, I'll see